Hello, everybody. This is Gerald Celente, and it's Tuesday, August 1st, 2023. And it's a full moon day. That's right. So get that full moon. I love looking at that moon. Anyway, your new Trends Journal will be out very shortly. And here's the cover. The American Way, left and right, they're both out of their minds. Look at the little stupid freaks we got running our show. Bullshit Biden out of his mind. Can't finish a sentence. Yep. One dope after another. And on the other side, an arrogant little clown, Mitch McConnell, with more chins than Chinatown. Yep.
This week has been good bipartisan cooperation and a string of
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. You swallow his shit. Hey, you Americans. Keep swallowing the shit from the shitheads.
Anything else you want to say? Or should I just go
The
back?
dead shitheads.
You want to say anything
How
else to it?
fucking low can you go? How fucking low can you go?
I'll take it back.
Oh, wait
Let's
a
go
minute.
back to you.
Go ahead,
The
John.
Republican Senate leader. Yeah, leader of the pack. Leader of the pack of fucking crapheads. Out of their fucking mind. Oh, I know you like Lindsey Graham. Especially, did you come out of the closet yet, fans? No. I remember. How about Diane Not So Feinstein? No. One fucking piece of shit after another, turning the country to shit, and all the little scumbags. I'm a Republican. I'm a Democrat. Grow the fuck up. No, we won't grow up the fuck up. Yep. U.S. election. It's a crime syndicate. Murderers and thieves. Hey, but look what America is. All suffering from blimpitis. Can't understand why they swallow shit everywhere they go. They're shit swallowers. I love shit. I love shit. I love shit. What a disgusting country this has turned into. What a disgusting fucking clowns running this show. Stealing our money, giving it to their buddies. Oh, you like that merger and acquisition activity, huh? How about those hedge funds? Oh, no, I like private equity groups. Ooh, venture capitalists are for me. All these things didn't exist when I was a young man. I say this over and over again. There were hardware stores, grocery stores, drugstores. One story after another. Now there are chain stores. There are stationary chains. Oh, go to Staples. Oh, no more hardware stores. Go to Lowe's. No, I go to Home Depot. I got one or two. How about grocery stores? Kroger's for me. Fuck you, mom and pop. How about drugstores? Oh, CVS. I love them. Oh, how about Walgreens? Well, they're good too. You got it. Fucking little scumbag pricks. And I can't say the other word. Have sold this country out and give it to the bigs. Little stupid fucking morons. Little fucking stupid morons. And again, I was on the other side. I was the assistant to the secretary of the New York State Senate. I saw the freak show firsthand. Scumbags. Now let's get to your Trends Journal, because this is an important issue. We are in the cusp of a crisis. As a matter of fact, there's a great article in this week's Trends Journal by Gregory Mannarino. Are you ready? Central banks will vastly inflate from here. Yep, Every president and every world leader knows it, he said. Currently, every single developed nation on earth is expected to vastly increase spending moving forward. And with that, global debt will continue to spiral ever higher with no end. That's right. Central banksters. Once upon a time, as the story goes, Jesus Christ, the Prince of Peace, became violent to drive the banksters out of the temple. Now, this is a 2012 issue. So what do we got? Our economic update, you got to read. It's what's going on in Europe and China. This is very important. The numbers are coming out, and they're not good. And all they're doing is selling more fucking low-life scumbag prostitute.
Bullshit.
Because you know why? They swallow.
Bullshit.
You know why? Because they're a bunch of...
Bullshit.
Yep. That's all they are.
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. That is bullshit.
That's who they are. This is serious what's going on. The numbers suck. The numbers suck. Oh, you ready? Germany's economy is stagnant. Stagnant. Yeah, 2 fucking quarters of negative GDP. Oh, it hasn't moved right now, so it's okay. Hey, how about Italy? Oh, it's down. Hey, Sweden, it's down. How about Austria? Well, it's down. But overall, there was economic growth. Hey, fuckface. Germany's the 4th largest economy in the world. It's in recession. It hasn't moved. China, hey, did you look at their purchasing managers' numbers coming in, the PMI numbers? Nah, we don't look at that stuff. This is serious what's going on. And we're giving it to you. Economic update, market overview. You ready? Corporate debt is at risk. No kidding. Only said this for how long? Most junk bonds have been downgraded. They call investors steer clear of consumer stocks. We say gamblers steer clear because consumers aren't buying. This is vacation time. They're spending money on services. This thing is serious what's going on. Oh, and JP Morgan, all of a sudden it became a gold bug. Yep. And is the housing recession over? Office building bust. 2 more U.S. banks bite the dust. Just the beginning. And then, of course, trends on the global economic front. When the economy falls, jobs go with it. This is our 49th week of putting all the job losses that are going on. And what else do we have? Oh, a load of stuff. What's going on in Canada? What's going on in Europe? What's going on in China? By the way, China's manufacturing activity shrunk for the 4th consecutive month. And we have a spotlight on the office building bust. And the Ukraine war trend update. What's going on over there? Whole load of stuff. Yep. The Ukraine war is disaster for the people of Ukraine. Can you imagine your country being at war? What your life is like? Well, if your life is gone. Then you just keep ramping it up. And it's not going to, Russians are going to win. We said this in the beginning, and we're totally against the war, totally understand why it happened. And people don't have a fucking clue. And then we have guest articles by John and Nisha Whitehead. Supreme Court protects anti-government speech, narrows scope of immigration law to not criminalize encouragement of civil disobedience. And featured trend guest article by Dr. Joseph Mercola. And article by Joe Duran, Trends in Technocracy. And again, Joe Duran is the technocracy king. This guy writes about it like nobody else does. He has another book. You want to check this one out. Be Human, Joe Duran. Yep. The size of this thing. Yep. We got the trends in AI, we own you. Trends in the COVID war, trends in cryptos. Presidential reality show. Trends in geopolitics. One thing after another. Washington loves warmongers. Victoria, fuck you. Fuck the EU. Newland gets promotion. Yep. And what's going on in Israel? Trends eye views about the weight loss drugs and how they're really destroying people. And Trends in High-Tech Science by Ben Davis. And again, Trends in AI, a whole bunch of them. So we're giving you what nobody else is giving you for the grand total of $2.46 a week. Nothing. Nothing. The toilet paper record costs $4 a day. Nothing but bullshit. And don't forget, we showed you what the cover of the Trends Journal is. Take another look at it. Just to make this clear. The American way, left or right, they're both out of their minds. So here's what you get if you want it. Your t-shirt. Hey, politicians, who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? And you got the back of the shirt? Yep. The finger speaks 1,000 words. All different kinds, all different sizes. So go to trendsjournal.com, trendsjournal.com. You know, I want to talk a little bit about what's going on with these interest rate hikes. Things are going to go down. We're in a summer state of mind right now. The GDP numbers are going up because people are traveling more, spending more in restaurants, in hotels. They're not buying more products to bring up the GDP. And we're certainly not manufacturing them because the manufacturing numbers keep going down, as we detail in the Trends Journal, not only here, but in Europe as well and in China. Manufacturing is a key element. They don't talk about it. It's not what people buy. It's what they're making. And then as inflation, they're settling the bullshit that inflation numbers are coming down. They're not going down. Again, we have the details in the Trends Journal. Unilever, Coke, Pepsi, all the big companies. Their profits are going up. You know where their profits are going up? Sales are down. They've raised the prices. Greedflation. So people are buying less and they're paying more. Insurance on houses, on cars, healthcare, boom, skyrocketing. The numbers that have gone up on, the average price of a car, $50,000 for a piece of electronic shit. So yeah, the prices are coming down, but they're still very high. So our forecast is that you're going to start seeing the market start to tremble a little bit. But it's August. It's people are over in Europe. They're out of it. It's gone. It's vacation time. The reality is going to start hitting in mid-September to August. That's when you're going to see it. And a lot of things could happen. And we talked about what's going on in Israel. This is a horror show. Again, Half the people are for it, half the people are against it. So when all else fails, they take you to war. And there's a civil war going on now in Israel. That's not our words. Those are the words from people there. And then the United States, the same thing. And this thing going on in Niger, people have no idea. Niger supplies France with some 15% of its uranium. And the French have been raping the joint for a long time, like they did with Mali and other areas there. And they had a coup. They threw out the guy, they didn't want him there. Now the United States, and we write about this in detail in the Trends Journal, about France rather, saying that they're not going to take what Niger is doing. And Niger supplies Europe with 20% of the uranium for the power plants. And France has soldiers there. And France has more nuclear power plants than anywhere else. So this is the headline right now from antiwar.com. Blinken backs West African nation's threat to use force against Niger coup. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, an arrogant little daddy's boy, born on third base. I went to Dalton. I went to Harvard. You know, my daddy was. I'm a warmonger with a degree of loving every war America's been in since I'm a little boy in the government. I was the guy that went to Yemen when Saudi Arabia launched the war to give them intelligence. Yeah, that guy. Supported every war. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has expressed support for the economic community by West Africa. Quote, we joined, you ready? ECOWAS. Americans, all you Americans, we just joined ECOWAS. What's an ECOWAS? What the fuck do you care? You just do what Blinken says. I'm blinking. It's the economic community of Western African states. We join ECOWAS and regional leaders in calling for an immediate release of President Mohamed Bazoum and his family and the restoration of all state functions to the legitimate, democratically elected government. Yep. We join. It's not my fucking country. What the fuck do I care? I don't like what's going on, but I don't like what's going on down the block, across the street, up the street. It's none of my fucking business. I'm an American. Niger? Well, if you Americans would call it Niger, they call it another word. They don't know where the place is. They don't know what the deal is. And you know why else they hate them? Again, all your information is in the Trends Journal. Because these nations that had been colonized by France and other European countries are moving toward Russia. That's right. And they hate that. Yep. Writing for The Intercept, journalist Nick Turse explained that in 2002, 2003, the first years of U.S. counteroffensives, counterterrorism assistance to Niger, the State Department counted just 9 terrorist attacks in all of Africa, and America was there. Last year, the number of violent events in Burkina Faso, Mali, and Western Niger alone reached 2,737. Yep. The United States is in these countries. We have no business being there. I'm an American patriot. I speak for war. The American way, though, is no peace, only war. So please join me on Sunday. I'm going to be in the United Nations outside. They're not going to allow me in. Speaking at the Humanity for Peace rally. It begins at 1 p.m. Scott Ritter will be there and others. So please join us. Let's unite for peace. So few of us are doing it, and we can't do it alone. And put your money where your heart and mind is, and support Occupy Peace. We're on the brink of nuclear annihilation. Again, look at the cover of your Trends Journal, and you look at the sick people that are running our country and a country near you. Little Katson Macron, little Sudak Sudak, Dumdak in the UK, Dumdak. Yeah, one little freak after another. Schultz over there, a little nothing of a boy in Germany. One little clown after another. How about the Netherlands, huh? Oh, no, I like Australia with that Albanese. One little fucking piece of shit after another. All they want is power and money. They could care who they kill to get it. So support us because we're supporting you. And subscribe to the Trends Journal if you want to read history before it happens. Thanks for tuning in, and see you tomorrow with Celente and the Judge, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Bye-bye.
The Trends Journal, the best investment you could make, because it's the best investment into your mind, and it can change how you look at the world.
His work is actually a gold mine. Anybody interested in politics, political trends, economic trends, social trends, cultural trends, you have to follow him. Gerald Celente.
The Trends Journal is one of the greatest sources of information, and it really is. You're predicting these things well ahead of time. I would encourage everyone to go grab the latest copy.
Been a Trends Journal subscriber for 20 years. I just have to commend you. What you guys have put together in your latest Trends Journal, there's nothing like this out there.
Sir, everything that you predicted about the economy, you were absolutely right. So I have followed you all this time. So please take a look at the Trends Journal.
You correctly forecast that the Fed would hike rates quite aggressively, correctly said that initially gold and silver would drop as the Fed starts to raise rate to 1.5% and above. When we spoke last, Bitcoin was around 49,000. You said you expect to drop, and if it drops below 30, 35, then it could really drop.
Trends Journal, which I would encourage people to go and check out. It's actually a 200-page document, pure data-driven analysis.
Gerald Celente, the top trends forecaster in the world. Gerald, you had an interesting call back in September of last year. You said gold had bottomed, which is exactly what happened. And here we are, and we're above $1,900.
Subscribe to the Trends Journal. Read history before it happens at trendsjournal.com.